जठरे शयनम् इह संसारे बहुदुष्टारे कृपया पाहि मुरारे भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते.
But why the cry from heart when you say this?
Because who is singing this? A sadhak is singing this. Who has understood that when I die, I am kept as a body, and even my wife, whom I have slept with all my life, does not want to touch me. Those children whom I have taken in my lap, they don't want to come near me. They sprinkle all kinds of things in fear.
Because I am a body.
Because I am a body. And having realized and seen these facts of life, also I am not able to die. And this cry comes from my heart that I don't want to come into such a life again. And he's praying to Krishna that please take me across. पार करा दे मुझे ये जीवन. A cry comes from his heart. It's a सच्ची साधक की cry. The song is being sung by a real sadhak who has understood the redundancy, futility.
And this is Shankaracharya.
Adiguru Shankaracharya. Written by Adiguru Shankaracharya. And but all of the stanzas are dedicated to understanding the truth of life.
Thank you, Mother. You say there is Paramatma and then there is Ishwar. So Ishwar is smaller than Paramatma because it is carrying the collective causal, and then I am there, I am having my own causal, and then my causal is in sync with the collective causal, and maybe that's how things are progressing. And then we try to understand how all this is working, and you say there are different philosophies, Advaita, Dvaita, Vishishta Advaita, in the sense I am God, that is God, or I am in God, and which you say always, I am in God, I am in God. But any these are pathways, different ways. But for example, if I have to go from here to Badrinath, and there are 3 ways, so a way anybody will follow if it is a proven way, that okay, this way also, this way also, this way also, it works. But then we say that Advaita is the truth. So whoever went to Dvaita later on realized Advaita is the true.
Of course. If there are 3 ways to go to Badrinath, you will have to intuitively take one way. Either by rational thinking that this is giving me a better feel, I want to go by this way, और इसकी सीनरी बड़ी अच्छी है, या ये रोड बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है, मैं इससे जाता हूँ. Once you reach Badrinath, then you meet some people and they tell you that this way was very nice, what they came, So in between also, आप ढाबे पे रुकते हो चाय के लिए, वो बोलता है आदमी कि वो रास्ता बहुत बढ़िया है ना, उससे जल्दी भी पहुंच जाएगा, आप बदल भी देते हो. So in several lifetimes, we experience different path, Dvait, Advait, everything. In middle, leaving schools, in middle, leaving different guru paramparas, in middle, reading different things. And then we arrive at a lifetime in which there is certitude in the head that I want to take this path. Those who, for instance, in this life, people I meet, those who are in Advait, they don't like to come into Bhakti and into other schools of thought. They are very intensely absorbed by the Advaitic Jnana. However, similarly, those who are in Bhakti, they don't like the idea of Aham Brahmasmi. They said, no, Brahma is there. Our God is there. So this choice of which path you want is a choice that you do consciously, intuitively in this life. This intuition and this choice is based on your experiences in past life about different paths. of what you hear and say, of what you walk few miles, and of the different schools that you have experienced, of the different gurus that you have experienced. So it's not a journey of one life. It's a journey of many lives to even find that path which resonates with you the best. And it is right. For instance, when you say that, Ma, I don't feel like going into this Anushthan and Purascharan and all that, I honor it. As a teacher, I can tell you strictly, no, you have to do it. I'm telling you to do it. But I don't say that because I honor the wisdom which is of your soul, which is beyond even my knowing. If you are an honest seeker, you will honestly tell what you feel, what feels comfortable to you and what does not feel comfortable to you. And this Bhakti Marga must have been experienced by you in the past, and you yourself as a person must have ridiculed the blind faith and the blindfold rituals, meaningless rituals, and arrived in this lifetime with a conviction that I don't want to go by this marg. I want correct reasoning, a correct saintly person to give me the right understanding, because I know where I have to go, but I don't know how I want to go. So the choice is that of your soul and not of the Manish.
But every soul will finally understand Advaita only first by being Advaitic.
Yeah, there is no question about it.
So first you have to understand.
Brahmasmi, in the sequence of the Mahavakyas, I have kept last. You saw the picture today? Aham Brahmasmi has been kept last. Prajnanam Brahma is an experience of Dvait, where you understand Brahman channeling intelligence to you and through you. There is Dvait. You see, there is a proper Dvait. मैंने लिखा भी है in the table that I have given that the other two are Vishishta Dvait. And the last is Advait.
And the best thing I liked was first I must experience there is something beyond me. Then I must experience whatever is beyond me is me. Third is whatever that other is doing with me is because I am that.
You get it now.
Hana. And fourth is...
That is the stage of development.
Yes.
And this can take many lifetimes. The realization of this can take many lifetimes. It's beautiful to understand it this way. And this is my personal study, believe me. ये ऐसा नहीं समझा आपको ढूंढो आप इंटरनेट में आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगा ये.
To know God. Everybody must know God. Yes. So you always say, unless you know God, you cannot realize Him.
How will you love Him or realize?
And then in between, because I listened to that again and again, I derived for myself to feel God. So I am reading, I am studying with you, and I am knowing, and then I have started feeling these days. So when I see you, I feel God. When I listen to that Krishna Bhajan these days, I feel.
Yeah, you feel the stirring.
Yeah, but then realization is maybe some experience, right? So knowing. There is so much knowing within lifetime, across lifetimes. So what is the so there will be some threshold, right, which will say, now you are there and you realize. It is the time to realize. So when that threshold comes,
that threshold does not have a timeline. It can be right now, it could be many lifetimes. When you are ready, the penetration of knowledge happens profusely, which is happening with you. Profuse absorption of knowledge and conversion of this knowledge into bhakti. This knowledge which is absorbed by the intellect. When if you're a 5-number person, a 5-number person is a logical person. He's a very logical person, and he needs the right mode of communication, and he needs the right way of presenting things. You will not absorb something which is not presented well. Okay? So when the right way is found, you will absorb the knowledge, and this knowledge percolates down, dispensed down into your heart, where there is emotional stirring of this knowledge. And because you have to feel God with your heart, you don't have to feel God with your head. Correct? If we say that I want to know God, you can know God with your head.
Yes.
But if I want to realize God, that means I have to realize His love in my heart. Correct? So that realization comes when this knowledge comes down to the heart. And it can be triggered with anything. With a person, it can be triggered with a song, it can be triggered with a reel, it can be triggered with one paragraph written somewhere. किसी से भी वो trigger होता है.
And as you said in the morning, it is grace bound.
It is grace bound.
It cannot be.
No, there you cannot.
So even after reading, listening to Krishna 18 chapters, Arjuna is not guaranteed that he will realize.
Arjuna is guaranteed that he will realize because Krishna himself is training
him.
And to show a Virat Roop is one of the highest grace received from God. Virat Roop. I can tell you today, I have seen the Virat Roop. मैं बता रही हूँ आपको, मैंने विराट रूप देख लिया. मैंने देख लिया. I have realized God to the T.
But you will realize it when you. Actually, when you will realize it, you will not exist.
We will not
exist.
Exist? No, we will exist.
In your, in the sense, within you will not exist. It will be total emptiness.
Yeah. It completely
and unless you are not empty.
I want to finish me. I want to finish me in Him. Is the cry.
So surrender.
I want to finish me in Him is the cry. And you can misunderstand this through a person also sometimes. In a relationship, you may want to dissolve yourself in the other person, and God concocts it like that the other person does not allow you to dissolve in Him. And that is the time you understand viraha. That is the time you understand how important it is for my God to take me completely in Him. You understand? तो ये सारे जो emotions होते हैं, processing God की आपके हाथ में होती है. And He will teach you through people. He Himself will tutor you through people. People will come and give you lessons of love and separation.
Thank you. Yes. So, I was just thinking, and this is so interesting. You say the soul takes the decision, it picks the selected, the causes which she is going to burn this life. She comes here. She selects what suffering she is going to go through. She selects what grace she is going to go through, what happiness. But then this ego comes in between. And then we say, this ego which is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, you have to sort this out. So the soul has already chosen. Now from where this ego is coming, which is this a slept soul? Soul has come in and then it is sleeping.
No. The soul has taken the broader decision and picture of life. For example, the soul has chosen that Manish and Ma will sit in this room and study. What they will study, the soul has not chosen. What they will study, it comes under the parameters of free will, prarabdha. Okay? So the broader destiny is chosen. वो प्रारब्ध क्या करोगे, वो free will है आपका. Normally, the free will is applied by the ego because you want to make a decision. Let's say you have an argument with someone in the office. This argument was destined, was a part of the soul's destiny. What you will argue is a part of your free will. Now, if your free will is ego-oriented, often it will change into any direction. It can go here, 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 here. That means the consequence of that argument can take any direction. Your free will, if it is unguarded by the divine consciousness and unsurrendered, then that is ego-oriented, and that ego can take that and will thereafter make a change in what you will experience. So, the prarabdha which is decided by the soul is experienced by the human being, by the person, in various shades and various intensities, depending on how his purusharth is. So, a sadhak or a spiritually aware person is asked to also surrender his free will moment to moment, that may the right things come from my mouth, may the right thought come in my head, may my action be guarded and guided by the Lord. Then he is in a way aligning his free will with the divine will. And when he is aligning his free will with the divine will, that happens what the Lord wants to happen. And in that case, the prarabdha goes flawlessly. The prarabdha goes flawlessly without taking any extreme turns here and there. It's like that. So, from a larger perspective, very larger perspective, what I did as my free will in the previous life, what my prarabdha was and what I did as my free will in the last life was also destined, I understand. From a larger perspective and from a further perspective, when you look back, what made you take this decision, why you said what you said, why you did what you did, was also destined, is what you understand. However, at that point, when you are in the situation, you are asked to act. You are asked to act. There is no other freedom. Your free will exercise is your freedom. That means you are asked to act, you are asked to do what you are supposed to do. How do I make a decision? What is in my destiny? मुझे क्या करना चाहिए? इस आदमी को मारना चाहिए कि नहीं मारना चाहिए? If you think about your prarabdha and about what is destined, at that point you will not be able to take action. So you are not asked to think about prarabdha and all that. In that point, when action is required, you are asked to use your brain or your heart as is required.
No, but the ego is further sheets which are building in this lifetime.
Yes, then you will build karmas accordingly. If the ego is taking a decision based on ego, we take our decisions based on the ego, it will bring karmas. Karmas do not get built up when there is an act of surrender. Then karmas don't get built up. Samagram praviliyate, they get dissolved. That means that if you are conscious and aware of your surrender process and the doing of God while you are making decisions, that whether even if it is a wrong decision, it will not make a karma.
But to some extent, till the time this body exists,
Ego will be there.
Ego will be there.
Yes. That's the video game he has made.
Nice, thank you.
So Bodhanand is asking about the formula, easy formula is recommended in the Yoga Sutras, first chapter, Samadhipad, the 33rd sutra, that talks about an easy formula for a happy life. How you can make your chitta or your mind calm and peaceful. It says, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upekshana, Sukha, Dukha, Punya, Apunya, Vishayanam, Bhavana, Tat Chitta Prasadanam. This is the formula given by Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras. It says that there are two sequences, Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha, Sukha, Dukha, Punya, Apunya. These two parallel lines are there. He says that be friendly with people who are, do Maitri with people who are happy and sukhi. That means if you are having friends who are happy, you will learn the secret of happiness automatically. So be in the company of people who are very happy and good. Okay? Keep karuna, that means have compassion for people who are dukhi. You need not sit with them the whole day. Otherwise, they will make you realize how dukhi the world is. You know? So, have karuna, but keep distance from people who are dukhi. Okay? Mudita. Mudita is happiness and joy, participation, joyous participation in any karya which is of punya. That means you be there when there is a punya karya happening. And punya karya could be something as mundane as a wedding or as a mundan sanskar or somebody's birthday or something, and it can also mean a work of a virtuous work, like somebody is doing a project or somebody is taking up a very worthy karya in his hand, you be a part of it. Happy participation, exuberance in all the karya which is punya, which is auspicious. And upeksha for the apunya karya. That means anybody who is doing apunya karya, which is not good, you can just not look there. Just ignore and go away from there. Upeksha means you need not put your energy, invest your energy into investigating how horrible people are. For some reason or the other, when they're doing things which are not pleasant or not good for you or for the society, you need not have analysis. You have not taken any kind of a contract to evaluate their behavior. Upeksha ki bhavna. That means that you ignore any apunya karya. If you follow these 4 rules, there will be happiness, peace and tranquility in your chitta. That means bhavananam tat chitta prasadanam. This is the prasad your chitta will get.
So stop watching news, media.
Yeah, unnecessary disturbance. Don't create ripples of disturbance in your mind, because that is of no use to you.
And you can't change it.
You can't do anything about it. So you're just adding unnecessary drops of muddy water into your crystalline, beautiful water. Right?
And then participating in further discussions.
Further will churn your entire constitution. Absolutely.
Love you. Thank you.